And welcome back. Dude, yeah, we're episode 10
20
in.
games in
20 games in.
for most teams.
Most teams.
Yeah,
Most teams
I
20
guess
games in.
around here.
So, looking promise it's getting closer. It's fun to
Yeah.
see every team getting better and better and
Mhm.
whatnot. But before we jump into the NHL, um, just a little thing with South Dakota hockey. South Dakota hockey's high school teams are starting this weekend. This Friday is the opening game against Rapid City and oh my gosh, I just had it. Mitchell. There we go. They're playing in Mitchell there on Friday. So season's just about to start. Us Aberdeen Cougars, we play Brandon Valley and Huron this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we're just pumped. Every kid's ready. I'm ready.
Yes.
It's just about time.
Time.
It's seasons hopefully doesn't go too fast, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have some fun this year, I
It'll be
think,
fun.
on this team. So, but yeah, South Dakota hockey. Guys haven't looked up. Yeah, it's just South Dakota hockey, or no, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.org.
SDHA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check it out. They're doing a new thing, game sheets. It's literally live scoring just like that. So whenever a score happens, they know it goes straight into a tablet and it goes straight into the internet. So that's pretty sweet that they're finally getting to the times of off of a paper. So
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah. After games, they'd bring the paper to the coaches, and the coaches have to sign off.
yeah. Yeah. They figured out that, oh, maybe we should sign this before.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So that's gonna be kind of weird. I don't know how that's gonna work out with us. I don't know, but anyways.
Yeah, it'll be nice for, I guess, if, scouting wise, if that ever happens.
Yeah.
For them to be able to go and look on right away. Have those stats available to them right
That
away.
is true. All right, man. We will. With that being said, we'll jump right into the NHL, of course, and
Yeah, a few big things.
big things happen. Dude, I love
Couple today.
last week it was the Pittsburgh and Washington traded on Tuesday.
Yep.
Like everything happens on a Tuesday. We
Yeah.
did a good job
Tuesday,
where we didn't have to be like, oh my gosh, like we were gonna do it Monday, but like a lot of things coming out on Tuesday, and it's pretty exciting. So yeah, we'll get through all that stuff. Actually, we'll start with the Vegas Golden Knights because just saw that Mark Stone is now day to day.
Yep.
And to me, again, that was a big issue. And when I was doing when we did the previews,
Yeah, injuries.
was the injuries. And
Mhm.
Mark Stone's been one of their top guys. Jack Eichel's their top guys there too.
Yep.
I think Eichel's more of a factor than Stone, but I still, the injuries just can't happen. If they lose Jack Eichel at any time frame, yeah, that's not gonna look good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's helping out. He's got I think 20, or he's got
Oh, I'm
20
not sure.
something. Yeah, he's got a lot of assists basically. He's got 5 goals, I know that. So he's helped out, definitely dishing out the puck. He's been giving gifts so far at the beginning of the season, so it definitely hurts that Stone's down for a couple days. So we'll see how they do for these next couple games.
Yeah, Stone's at
coming up.
15 assists right now and 21 points, second overall on their team. So
Yeah.
yeah, that, a guy that's probably a point per game that's now sitting out. It's gonna affect your team a little bit.
Yeah, and they're still struggling away games.
Yeah,
But they've got a great home record of like 8-2, but away they're 3-3-2.
Correct.
And the last 10 they've struggled a couple away. I know they did lose at home to the Caps, but other than that, being away they've hurt a little bit. So if they could pick up a couple more wins away, help out.
Yeah.
Somewhat. And their PK could do a little bit better.
Yeah.
But their power play's been great. I don't know if Stone's on the first unit, if that'll affect, if I have to move somebody else into that unit, if that'll affect the power play for a little bit at the time being. But.
Yeah, it's gonna, it's funny because like now we go down to the Kings. My biggest thing is like with the Kings is it's either a good game or a bad game. Like there's no in between. Like you can't. They're not getting on a hot streak. Yeah. But then I look at all these other teams. There's only like a few that are just on a hot killer streaks.
Yeah.
Or just are playing out of their minds where they maybe are losing 1-2 or something, 1-2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a few teams. There's a lot more teams that are out there they got one good game looking good, and then the next maybe too cocky, and
Yeah.
they lose by two or 3 or 4, and it's like like why can't they find these happy mediums? And
Well, especially the Pacific Division, because if you look at it, if you look at the points, they're close in points compared to some like the
oh
other
yeah,
divisions. The top teams. They're a few games ahead.
yeah,
Where you see in the Pacific, they're close in points by 1 or 2 games,
yeah, like
and that's the top 5 or 6 teams.
yeah, top 5 teams right now. Even we can go top 6.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, all 8 of them.
Almost.
You
Yeah.
know, you have the Ducks and Sharks at the bottom at 16 points each.
Mm-hmm.
But then right after that, you have Seattle at 19, Edmonton at 20, Vancouver and Calgary both at 21,
Yeah.
Kings 23, Vegas 24.
Yeah.
So again, even the bottom guys, of course, beginning of the season, if they get on a hot streak, you never know. But that top 6 there, they're all in 3-4 games back of being in first.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like it's like you just said. It's most of those like the middle teams, like Vegas and the Kings, have kind of been unable to win. Mostly, I guess Vegas has been able to win like a little bit of 2 or 3 game win streaks, and the Kings here and there. But yeah, for the other ones, it's kind of been win loss, win loss, win loss, and it hasn't been a consecutive win. So they've just been back and forth, basically jumping in the standings for them.
Yeah, yeah. So I talking about even like the lower team, the Ducks. We harped on them last week about how just crappy of a game they're playing, but like this week is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
In their last 10, of course they're 4-5-2, but they're on a 2-game winning streak, and one of them was against the Dallas Stars, 4-2.
Yep, that was a good game played.
Like
Go with their rookie Cutter, whatever, Cutter Gother, whatever. He scored his first goal last week, and I think the next game later he picked up another goal. So he's starting to produce some. That's gonna definitely help them pick it up. Zegras is starting to produce a little bit. That's helping out because he's had a slump coming in the beginning of the season. So they're young guys. They're a young team, so they're learning.
Yeah.
And they're it's starting to finally kind of show. I guess on the win column.
Yep. So, but yeah, looking good there. And coming from 6 all the way to 3, from Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Seattle. I think Seattle, we talked about last week, weren't up to par that much, but they're coming proven. They're 500 in the last 10.
Mm-hmm. They're getting Vince Dunn is coming back soon.
So yeah,
but their Grubauer has struggled.
Yeah,
he has. The Cord's been great. He's been phenomenal when he's been in net, but Grubauer has really struggled when he's been back there in the crease.
Yeah, so hopefully they can start putting up some wins. Edmonton lost the Canadians 3-0, but they're on a heater right now. I believe
they had a good win against
Senators 4-1.
Earlier in the year, they had a good win against Vancouver. Vancouver started the month off hot, 3-0, and then they've kind of trailed off back and forth. But they've played a lot of divisional games. I've looking at their schedule. They beat the Kings. They've beaten Calgary, Ducks. They lost to Edmonton, but they've picked up, and I think they've beaten San Jose too. But they've picked up division wins, which are big.
Yeah.
Seeing how close the division is so far, where it's just going back and forth to get those division wins early on in the season will come huge.
No, 100%. So yeah, I think any of those teams that, again, if they get things going, I would honestly I still feel like Seattle, if they can click, because they're under the radar on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can just start clicking a little bit, and by like that 30 game mark, be up like 2-3, I honestly believe that can still happen for Seattle.
They need someone. They need more help generating offense.
Yeah.
Put more pucks in net.
Yeah.
Especially 5-on-5. Yeah, they've had some guys come alive here in the last week. So.
Yeah. No, they.
Yeah, they've had some guys come alive here in the last week. So.
Yeah. No, they. Yeah, looking really good. They're. Yeah, looking really good. They're 5-3-2 right now on their last 10, and like I said, yeah, they're looking like getting to be a better team. But yeah, they're young guys. It's kind of funny because like they're young guys, if they're gone, it hurts. Against the Mac.
Beings are only in it, and they're only 18 or 19 too, and it's like you have if they're out of the lineup, and you can kind of tell that they're out of the lineup. I mean, that's a good and a bad thing because I mean, it's like that's a good thing for your future.
Yeah.
Looking going forward, you're like, okay, that's great because when these guys are playing, like,
Second. Again, they lost to them just a couple days ago.
shut out.
Yeah, that is true. And I think that was just their first big competition, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess
Well, they've had
anybody that's going to play against the Panthers is going to be your biggest
yeah,
competition.
especially
But
the way the Panthers are playing now that they've got Barkov back.
yeah, so to see the Jets right now up 2-0 is a good sign going forward, knowing that, hey, yeah, we might have lost, but let's get back going because technically they're on a 2-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, this is the first time this year that they've had it be in that position, but
Yeah.
right now it looks like they're making the best out of it and are leading it 2-0. So
Yeah, definitely answering, having a good answer to that game when they lost 5-0.
Yep.
They got beat up pretty badly.
So
Good response.
Yep. So again, Jets just super hot. Best right now, best team in the league.
Yep.
Very hot team. So always got to be watching out for them. We're gonna stick on the Central, of course, but going to Minnesota, okay. Again, I'm a Minnesota fan-ish. I guess like I'm not like completely watching them all the time,
Yep.
but I'm, neighboring state, so I gotta cheer them on.
Yep.
But man, dude, they're fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, but Kirill goes down, their season's done.
Close.
No, not even close. Because here's ready. I'll show you why it's not even close. Okay.
He's killing it across all.
Yeah, everything. Here's Kirill right now. Here's his stats: 11 goals.
Yeah.
Okay. The next guy, Matt Boldy at 10. Okay, not bad. 11-10. Guy after that, Matt Zuccarello, who's hurt now, be out, is at 6. Marco Rossi and Joel Eriksson are both at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to see a little bit more. This is where it gets sad. Kirill, assist.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Great. Next guy, 9.
Yeah. I'm not getting much more production
9.
from the others.
Are you kidding me? And here's now it even gets even worse when you go to the point leaders. He is at 31. The next one up, 18.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Favors.
Boldy.
Or is it Boldy?
Favors not even on there.
No, Favors hasn't been.
It goes 18 for Boldy, 14 tied, 14 Zuccarello and Rossi, and Jake Middleton with 9.
Jeez.
Dude,
I know Kirill is definitely carrying that team.
If Kirill goes down, Minnesota is trash. Sorry to say. Kirill goes down.
I would say as long as Gustafsson isn't.
Nope.
You don't think
so?
No. Right. Marc-Andre Fleury is still unbeaten.
Okay, I'm saying
Gustafsson has been phenomenal so far. Even without that, because I've watched a few of his games and man, he can track that puck like a madman. And so he's definitely helped out. But no, I get it. If Kirill goes down, they don't have any more production.
They don't have anybody.
No
one's even stepping up on his line. It seems like
no. And you would think a second year for Boldy and then like Rossi and them, you would hopefully maybe start picking up. But the other thing I think of too is Kirill. He's played before even coming into the league. He already had his pro experience.
Okay.
So this is what he should be doing.
He
should be doing
this.
No,
I'm not giving anything bad about Kirill.
He definitely.
Kirill, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As of right now, if he goes, this team is nothing. There's nothing there that helps this team out. It looks like you guys are leaving him to dry right now. You're putting all the pressure on Kirill to produce and to do everything.
Is he still on his point streak too? Because I think he was on a big point streak where it was.
But dude, come on! This guy's scoring, but he's feeding other people. Apparently, that's the biggest scare to me is the assist, because when your top guy that's making the assist is at 20 and your next guy's not even in double digits, it gets scary because who's feeding them? There's no one else. 9, 8, 8, 7, and there might be people out there. Well, do that. Come on, they're always hot. Blah blah blah. And I'll go back to the Jets. The Jets are totally different.
Yeah.
The Jets Here's Connor with 11 goals, Mark Sheffield with 9, Ethers with 9, Velarde with 7, Niederlander with 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're all very tight, but they've all scored a good amount of goals. Here's the assists. The assists are all in double digits. 15 to Morrissey, 14, 12, 11, and 11. Okay.
Yeah,
Here's your points. Here's your points. Your top 5-point guys, 22, 21, 20, 17, 17.
Yeah.
That tells me right there that if one of these guys goes down, it's okay. You got 4 other guys that are gonna pick up.
You can kind of
That's why
else.
I say if Kirill goes down, Minnesota is trash. They're done because of that. Because you're trying to beat Jets for that number 1 spot, and you're not, with Dallas right behind you and Colorado being very hot. You lose that, Kirill, you're done.
Yeah, they don't have a good goals force per game either.
No, they're
lowers in the league.
Their differential is goal differential is not terrible. It's plus 16, but it's just like
that's because of Gustafsson back there.
Well,
keeping the pucks out.
And again, goalies can win games, but
I mean, right. If you're not producing, you can't win.
Division.
If you can't win, if your goalie can't produce, he can't score. I mean, they can, you know what I mean, but
power play.
Yeah, right. For them especially too. But without Kirill, that team, is definitely not as strong as what their record would show or anything else would show.
I knew that was going to catch you off guard. I know you try to be with it, but I think when I got down to the stats, is like, because I looked at it.
No, I've seen it too. I've seen it and I get it, but one guy can't win you all 8 of those games that they've won so far this season.
It looks like it.
No, I mean, I still
Sure
it's a team.
like
I know it might look like it from a stat perspective, but from a game perspective of watching them play, they play a solid game, and their power play is good. But the other thing that's helped is their record away.
Yeah,
they're fantastic away.
But
it's like a 6-2 record, 6-1,
7-1,
7. Yeah, and so like they've done great away, and they haven't played as many home games, which is weird because you think at their barn is amazing.
Yeah,
the Xcel Energy Center, it's electric, and so like you would think they're maybe better at home, better record at home.
Again,
most teams you would think so at least, but
I know
No, for sure, Kirill has definitely won them. Probably, I'd say half those games alone.
Oh yeah,
just on his back.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, again, just like in football, it's not about one player, but one player makes a big difference.
Yeah,
right?
No.
So if you look at Miami Dolphins, Tua gone makes them a terrible team. Put them in, and look at that, they're pretty darn good. So yeah, one player does make an impact, and I think that's that kind of situation where Miami Dolphins were at with their quarterback. Kirill is their quarterback, and if he goes down, it's a different team.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you guys go on a big losing streak if he goes down, but you're not going to win as many games as, of course, with you having him in. And in that division, as of right now, you can't take a day off.
No, especially with Colorado rising up.
Yeah.
And the Stars have been shaky, but they're still Stars of the Stars. And and you're going to just basically you're going to be having a bigger gap for the Jets and them.
Yep. So, but yeah, that division, looking at Jets, they're up there at 30 points. Wild 25, 22 for the Dallas. Colorado at 20, where they were actually down at like the 6 or 5 spot. They're kind of moving up.
Well, you see, because remember at the beginning we were comparing Colorado and Nashville because they were supposed to have
top guys.
Yeah, and you've seen Colorado; they finally have risen out of that, but Nashville is still bottom, which is insane.
Nashville has one more game in the Blackhawks, and that's just because and so if Blackhawks literally would win this next game, they would go above, and Nashville would be back.
Yeah.
So again, Nashville Predators, look for something to happen pretty soon, because when we get down to the Atlantic, we'll tell you why. Because some firings happened today, and
it's like you have that team that like their coach today. We'll get to later. The Preds, who are the and I mean the team was Boston, who got it. They're in the middle of the pack for their division, and then it's not like they're doing terrible, and they're having trouble scoring and producing, but they're still not as bad as what the Preds are doing right now, who are just a disaster
Sure.
right now, and you have, and like I get it, like but like Trotz, yeah, he's a great coach, and everything, but you have the skill players that you have on that team, and you still can't muster a win no matter what. You'd
Yeah.
think your job would be more on the line compared to somebody who
100%.
was just a Jack Adams candidate last year.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And who's boasted a record of what? I think his record, Austin's like 100, 140, and like something like he's got a crazy positive record so far with the Bruins. And yeah, it's just so weird. That's all. We'll get more details on that, but yeah,
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't get that.
I still
Nashville is struggling, and it's not. And we're getting to Thanksgiving, and it hasn't gotten better.
yeah.
That's
So
worrisome.
see some moves happen in Nashville coming up pretty soon. I think to either move guys around or them finally getting something going. But right now I'm honestly think in a week span they've only won one game. Last 10 games they're 3-5-2,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they won one game when we were from last week. So
Yeah, I can't remember what they just played. They won. Stamkos got 2 power play goals in the game, so he's
yeah,
alive a
again,
little bit.
maybe right now is when they're like, okay, here we go, let's go, and maybe they'll start clicking, but
Mm-hmm.
doubt it. Utah is just still right in the middle. Same with St. Louis, both at 17 points.
Yep.
Um,
St. Louis, big thing tonight. They get Thomas back. Robert Thomas has come back,
yeah,
so that's gonna help
they're
out.
1-1 with the Wild right now.
Yep, that'll help out scoring on the scoring sheet, so that'll help some. One of the other things too, this is one of the teams that's got a landing spot for Hall if he goes away from Chicago
Yeah, I
off
forgot
that
about that.
that healthy scratch that came out of nowhere, out of left field, that Hall had no idea about, and he was confused because he never got talked to anything about his play. And so he comes out and said he was never talked to about his play. He had no idea. If he'd have been talked to, maybe he would have played a little bit better or something. But no, he gets healthy scratched the game. I don't know if the second game too, but yeah, he's healthy scratched, and so might be looking. Maybe Chicago could be looking to send him off somewhere to a team that might need to help a little bit of spark offensively that he could bring.
Yeah, that would be a good one too. Or
St. Louis was one of those teams, and I think Seattle was another one as well that I saw. There was 4 teams that I saw.
so, yeah, it wouldn't be bad.
Mm.
Bring them on for sure. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Just my biggest thing with the Central is just if the Wild end up somehow losing Krill, they are. And again, looking at the past, Krill's never really played a full 82 game season. He's always been hurt, and he's been producing great numbers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But now the kind of question is, well, if when he goes down, what can they do?
Yeah, they could win
because
games.
he apparently is going to go down because he has, like, again, he hasn't played a full 82 games. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Anything else in the Central that you want to talk about?
Chicago, I would say the one thing on them is that Bedard looks frustrated out there.
Yeah.
On his sophomore season, he looks frustrated. Like things aren't clicking for himself. Arnett, and then the other thing too is if you look at him defensively, Seth Jones is the only D on that team who has scored a goal, and it's only 1 or 2 goals. And so that's one thing. I don't know if they watched them play, if they should feed the point more and look for more shots from the point to maybe generate maybe a tip in or a screen more or better for them to look. But yeah, that's about it. Chicago, I wish it'd be nice to see them at least win some because it would be cool. It'd be cool to see Bedard in the playoffs one time. That probably won't happen for another like 4 years, 3
Well,
4
yeah.
years. But
What if he just goes through his rookie contract and just says screw it?
goes away.
Because honestly, like
that'd be crazy. Because I wonder wherever he would go would be great.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. Imagine he goes to a young team like the Sharks,
or just think if he goes like to Edmonton.
See,
like I know that's not gonna happen.
No, that would be.
But like I'm just
you
saying,
better
like,
learn
you don't
French,
hear
buddy.
It. You don't hear that happening, right?
Yeah, no.
Like they're usually, hey, we're gonna, but like,
they fight
if Connor just like is fed up with it, why wouldn't he just be like, you know what, I just want to go test it out because you're not gonna get money, you know. So
and going because when you're the first overall draft pick, you're used to winning.
Yeah.
And we all know in every sport you're gonna go to the worst team.
Yo.
you're not gonna be winning right away after that, right away. And so like that's gonna definitely get down on a player mentally.
Yeah.
And so of course, yeah, that's definitely about you could definitely see it where after his rookie he goes somewhere else. It'd be cool to see.
Well, cause I'm just thinking like last year, I think he realized, yeah, I know it's not gonna be good.
Mm.
You want it to be better this year, and I don't think it's
It
that much
hasn't.
better.
It really
So
no. It's
it's
been
like
worse. They've rescinded from the expectations that should have been
yeah.
this year.
So now is he just is he getting fed up? Is he gonna be one more year and be like, no, I'm done? Like if next year goes badly,
Mm-hmm.
I I would love to see it. He goes
Thing is
somewhere
too,
else.
what team could afford him, and what do you
Any
sign him for,
well,
really?
that's the thing. Like he
'Cause I
tested out,
mean,
he can just go to the highest bidder.
yeah.
Because
But
that's the
I wonder
thing.
what a team would be willing to pay for him, depending on how he does his sophomore season this year. Because he hasn't had the best start, compared to last
Yeah.
year's how he is. But curious to see like where he would where I wonder what one of his destinations would be
Yeah.
personally, where he would like to play. Because I don't know if I've seen anything of who he like if anyone's asked that in an interview,
Yeah.
like who he'd like to play with.
So, Connor, assist wise right now is leading the Blackhawks with 10. With only 3 goals. I think they'd probably want to see him more goals.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah, for sure. Especially with the wrist shot he's got.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But yeah, again, like I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while, but I know he's got some speed there, and I know he's again that wrist shot.
Got to get a little more muscle top
yeah.
because he's getting pushed around. But he's not taking no crap no this year.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just something to look at. There's still another year on his contract for that rookie deal, but I don't know. Something we can talk about maybe in the next year or something just to see where he's at. But
yeah, that'd be a huge name. Predators. They're just gonna.
Personally, I will trade you Stamkos. Everyone that I just signed for 7-8 years, I'll give you them.
Yep.
For McDard.
Yeah, for McDard.
McDard would be like, cool, starting over.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean Chicago would love that because they could get Saros.
Yeah, I know, but that ain't gonna happen.
No, I know that.
But
that's
so
thinking.
Hopefully Chicago, can get something going. But
yeah, they better make that boy happy.
Yeah, that's
true.
Franchise
player, really, you don't want to get rid of.
So, that was the Western Conference. Let's head over to the Eastern Conference. I think we're just gonna jump right into it. Right in the middle, number 4 spot with Boston Bruins.
Yeah,
they fired their head coach today. Now, I think most people should understand this firing is not because of the coach's ability. This firing is because of the player's ability.
And the thing is, the GM put this team together too.
Yeah.
How many guys did they let walk over in the off season, and now you see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And especially the 2 guys they've signed, Lindholm and Zadorov, I think it was.
Yeah.
Zadorov's been good, but Lindholm's been great, and with the Swayman contract and everything else that's happened too.
Yeah. Taking forever to sign Swayman and things like that. Yeah, and then coming into the season where they're 4th overall, but they're not even 500.
No.
And
they're lucky to be where they're spot division-wise.
They are the highest games played so far. They're 2 to 3 games, almost 4 games more than most teams. So, but again, this firing was not of the coaches doing. It was mostly because the players aren't going or just not doing what they're supposed to be doing pretty much. So don't be surprised if you now see like Bruins just go off on this next game because now they're like almost fearful of their job because now that they fired the coach, it's more like, okay, anyone is up for grabs.
Yeah.
So
especially the track record or whatever that the coach had with them and everything. Like he's had all positives with them. This is basically the first season where it's been this bad.
Yeah.
And you instantly just get rid of him.
Well, yeah, like the last game they lost was to the Blue Jackets 5-1.
And that was a bad showing at home. It was.
I
think they've lost 3 in a row at home.
Oh, I guess I'm not sure on that one. They're on a 1-game losing streak. But
but
their last 10 is 4-4-2. Away, they're 3-5-1. They're at home, they're 5-4-2. But they're just they now need to put something on their butts and get going because anyone pretty much up for grabs.
Well, yeah,
I
because
think.
they're fourth with a -21
Yeah,
differential, goal
yeah,
differential.
they're the
That's the
that's the
worst.
worst in that whole division,
Yeah, and then they're in fourth.
and they're in fourth. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and
scoring some good goals.
yeah, and so it's just like, yeah, you worried about it, but like I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't understand the firing. Joe Sacco is taking over as the interim head coach. He doesn't have a really good track record of winning, and
Yeah,
that's what Don Sweeney said, saying that we think that he gives us the best chance, whatever, at winning games or something like that. And it's just like, well, I think no, actually, Montgomery did, because the record he had, the winning record he had,
yeah,
like, I don't know, that's weird.
yeah. So there's Boston again. I think they're gonna probably come out hot in the next game here,
Yeah, well, like
just because
last week was
of
Pittsburgh, this week it's Boston.
yeah,
What's it gonna be next week?
yeah.
Who do you think?
That's true.
Make a prediction for next week's team.
Nashville.
I got the Canadians.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one too. Canadians. I would like to see Nashville finally do something. But yeah. So well, I guess we're in the Atlantic. Canadians. Why the Canadians? Why do you see the Canadians making some dramatic move coming?
Uh, Defensively, they're. I know with Lane Hudson, yeah, it's surprising to say that, but defensively they struggle. Too many goals let in. Martin St. Louis, um, I think he's probably going to be on the hot seat. Uh, they have the players.
Hmm.
I mean, you look at the roster sheet and you look at them, and you're like, how is this team not a top four team in their division, top three team in the division, based
No,
off of who they have?
it's bad.
Uh,
He's not there.
Yeah, right. Lane needs to come back, but defensively they struggle. They have one player in the plus minus in the plus, and that's with the +1. Everybody else is in the negative, and so that tells me that they're letting a lot of goals go in. They're not playing defense in the defensive zone. That they're making costly mistakes, a lot of odd man rushes, and that's not helping the goalies. And who are the goalies who are having an off year this season so far? And when Montembeault and Primu, Montembeault was supposed to have a better. He had a good year last year, so we were thinking that he's just going to be climbing up more and doing better. But no, he's rescinded, and they've had a few games where they've let in +5 goals,
Yeah.
and that's when you're not producing +4 plus, like that a game, you're going to be losing a lot. And so I just think defensively they struggle like bad. And offensively, though, they have the weapons to easily score
Yeah.
5 a game. And so that's my
Yeah.
that's the thing. Martin St. Louis rebuilt this team and brought it to what it is now, but I'm not sure he's the one to be able to take it to the next step.
Good player, maybe not the best coach
Yeah,
type of thing.
good at the rebuilding. He did great. I mean, you look at the guys that are in there now, how they're doing. Like, yeah, I know that as a head coach, you don't have like all to say. The GM has helped out with that, but
Yeah.
still, he's had decisions, and the way they've coached the last, to get to the point where they're at now, who they are. It's great, but they gotta figure something out to push past that hump,
Yeah.
because they've got a great lineup.
They do. They do. They got. Yeah, we looked at it in the back preview, and
Mm-hmm.
we're like, man, dude, this team like looks great on paper, but they're
Mm-hmm.
just like you're saying, not performing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, maybe it's just the players. Maybe get Martin out of there, and they maybe
Create
start
something.
kicking butt. But it's too tough to say.
It did. It was a big blow too with that Lane going hurt
Yeah,
for the
they looked
season.
so good in the preseason with him.
Yeah, I know, and I think they were really excited, for the season to be with him, because and that especially the guy who says he wants to score 40 goals. He was ready, confident, and
Yeah,
he was back, holding maybe back to his old self, and then him to go down like that in preseason like that's a gut killer.
it is. That it does suck. Um, but yeah. So Bauer says Montreal making moves this coming week. I say Nashville. We'll see. Probably gonna be none of them. But yeah, same with the Atlantic. Florida just kicking butt. Toronto right behind them though. 25 and 24, only a
Mhm.
point. Florida does have. Well, technically they both now are at 19 points
Mhm.
or 19 games. As Florida again is playing a tough team tonight with the Jets, and they are down 3-1 now.
Mm.
Um, to them, but
No shutout.
no shutout. But again, Florida's
They're
really
hot.
impressed me because of like how they just got done with the winning the Stanley Cup, and now they're just steamrolling almost.
Yeah, back to what they were. They get Barkov's been back for now for like a couple weeks, and he's only played like 13 games or something, but he is still producing. He's got 11 points or 13 points.
Yeah,
he's almost a point per game.
He's looking good
so far right now, and that's with the injury. Yeah, everything is clicking all around the clock for them.
Yeah, same with
no worries.
Yeah, same with Toronto. They're on a 2-game winning streak.
They're
same
hot 10 last games. They're like
7-2-1.
Yeah.
Tampa are now on a 3-game winning streak. They just won. They came back and beat Pittsburgh in overtime.
They did.
Yep.
Really? Pittsburgh was up too.
Yeah, 2-0. So they came back in that third period and won that.
Yikes! That's gonna hurt Pittsburgh.
Tampa will still be in third place, take a game above
That's
Boston.
They had a little couple game slump right there.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. So those are looking hot too.
Thing with Toronto too is they don't even have Matthews right now.
Matthews is hurt.
He's in Germany. He's in Munich right now.
Really?
Yep. I guess he's getting evaluated. There's no change to his return or anything. They just said that he was in Munich, getting looked at by a doctor or something.
Weird. But yeah, those three teams looking pretty good. Tampa had a little slummish, but I think they're kind of bouncing back from that stuff as well.
Yep.
And then just Ottawa, Buffalo, and Detroit are all kind of the same boat. They're hit and miss.
Yeah.
Hit and miss teams right there.
Yep.
They're either can win a couple games against some good teams, and then maybe play a team that's like, yeah, they should win, they don't, type of thing. So it's just a hit and miss with those three teams right now. But if they somehow can click, they can easily get pushed up to maybe close to a wild card spot at this moment.
Especially the Sabres, if they could stay out of the box. Sabres, if you look at the penalty minutes for all the players, it's insane. Like more than half, I think, are in the double digits for penalty minutes. So they're taking a lot of penalties, which is not helping when they struggle on the PK. Their penalty kill is not good. It's in the 25 or something. And then Luka's back. They send Levy down, and then they sign Reimer off waivers last week.
Yep.
And so a little bit of moves for there. So now they have Luka and Reimer now as the two, with Luka being back.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if that gives a little spark. Because Levy got beat up last game. But the Sabres aren't doing too bad.
No.
With the wings, nice thing on the wings is the power play is insane. The penalty kill blows.
Yeah, we're going to have to go in end of December, go through see where everyone's at when they're power play and PK, just to see from where they were at beginning of at the end of last year, and kind of see who's better and worse.
There's a few teams, especially there's a few teams with their power play is awful compared to last season. True. Yeah. And we already saw, I think it's gotten better, but the Oilers, I think it was their penalty kill. Yeah, I think their penalty kill is doing a little bit better. Yeah. And what was the other thing too? I had something else, I can't remember it. But yeah, that's another thing. We already talked about the Canadians, so everything else other than that. I would love to see. God, I just wish the Red Wings would just do.
I really do,
because I want to see Kaner. I want to see Tarasenko. I want to see Larkin. I want to see Lucas Raymond. He had a sick move the other night with a dirty toe drag. He didn't score off it, but it was nasty.
So yeah, before we get to the last division, we got a buddy named Matt. Says he listens to us the next day. So I'm gonna see if he actually does listen. So, buddy Matt, you know who you are. Message me right now, saying I got the message, or whatever. But I want a text. If I don't get a text from you, I know you're full of crap and
you're a liar.
And you're not. And I'll probably be calling you. You won't even. I guess you wouldn't know that, but I'm gonna call you like, hey, you don't watch our thing, do you?
Yeah, you're gonna be getting a call tomorrow if it doesn't happen.
And then he'll probably have some excuse. Oh man, I was whatever, busy.
Petting his dog.
Yeah. So Matt, right here we're live at 50-some minutes. So don't be not messaging me here, dude. Okay. Anyways, last division. I'm gonna have to do that now, every time.
You have to quiz him.
Yeah. Because he asked me before this. He called me. He's like, "Hey, what? Tell me a little bit about it. Don't give me too much. I'm gonna listen tomorrow. So let's see if he's true about it." Um, I will let you take over. I guess first thing I'll just say. I'll just say a little thing about Washington, and you can take over. What a team right now. They are hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to watch them. Ovi's a crazy stud. They are second in the league right now at 27 points. Carolina and the Devils are right behind them at 26.
Yep.
But Washington, they're so hot. Well, they are still hot. They're smoking it. They're a team that one surprises me of being this good right now.
Yeah.
But thing that sucks, Ovi's now hurt. He's week to week.
Yep.
Go ahead, Bauer. Take it over. Tell me how you feel about Ovi getting hurt. Kind of looked like a knee on knee type of thing. He looked like he tried to skate.
Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't put any pressure on it. And yeah, he's out week to week, which is good. It sounds like he's not going to be surgery. But man, the guy's been on a heater, going 2 goals a game almost. Like it kind of like there was a stat. My last thing about it, there's a stat on him. He's like, yeah, Ovi can break the record, but can he break Gretzky's record with fewer games?
Yeah, that was the question before the injury. Is he now going to be able? The question is when. It's now, can he do it in fewer games? And the pace he was going at, yeah,
Totally looked like it.
easily. But now, yeah, with that injury, I was watching the game. To me, it looked like almost like an ankle. I thought it was the way it seemed like the guy's leg kind of fell more towards his ankle, but seeing what it is, what they've come out with, it was like a knee, a PCL or something, but it was minor, and the Russian blood runs deep in his bones, so we know that it ain't gonna keep him out for very long. His whole career, that's his big thing with Ovi is he's had no injuries really, no significant injuries compared to the likes of Crosby, who's been out for a couple seasons based on ACL injuries or knee injuries and things like that. And so yeah, to see him go down like that, it sucks, and it was really worrisome. Obviously, just with the way he was going, and that was going to be back to back Hattie nights. What we're looking
Oh yeah,
towards.
yeah.
That was he had 2 goals that night, and he hit the game before he had a hat trick. So he was on pace for another hat trick that gun. And so far, I think this has been the best start to a season he's had like
Yeah.
ever. I think like for goal wise, scoring wise, like on like for how fast he's got to 15 goals. And
Yeah.
so and at being 39 years old is that's something special, I would say.
Dude,
That just
he's
proves that
breaking
he's
it.
one of the greatest goal scorers. Why
Yeah.
he is, the greatest goal scorer.
Yeah. Yeah, like honestly, if he doesn't break it, I still like yeah, he doesn't have the record of it maybe. Again, he's going to get the record.
Yeah,
Honestly, he will.
it's just win.
But again, say he never does, in my mind he's still going to be the best shooter because I've watched him. We've watched him play. Like in
Yep.
our generation, he's the best. Yeah, overall, I can say Gretzky because he got the point.
Yeah.
I bet if you ask Gretzky, I bet he would 100% will say yeah, Ovi's a better shot than me, or
Yeah.
Ovi's should have whatever.
Yep.
But
He definitely would, more likely.
yeah, a big game Thursday against Colorado for them.
They already beat Colorado earlier.
But Colorado's a different team. Now you're not with with Ovi. It's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, that's the thing. So with Ovi going down, I'm sure they're gonna probably call up Miroshichenko. He'll be coming up. Obviously not going to be the same as having Ovi, but he still gives you some production. He's been doing great in Hershey. Yeah, the Caps, they've been surprising, even for, as a fan. It's not, I don't know, as a Caps fan, you come into the season, you don't have high expectations.
Well, yeah.
Because you just know, you're going to kind of ride it out. Yeah, we do, pretty good in the regular season. Come playoff time, usually, do very good. But this season, the way it's gone in the beginning has been that's a shock, especially with all the moves like we said they've had in the offseason. Couldn't be happier to see them where they're at right now, and especially with the play they've been playing, everything's clicking. Thompson, the pickup of Logan Thompson as the backup goalie, I think he's number one, to be honest. Number one goalie. He's 8-0. He hasn't lost a game yet, and Lindgren to me has struggled a little bit, glove side, and taking high shots. But he still played great. Still love Charlie. Yeah, I think everything has just clicked. Spencer Cardberry, second full season as head coach, has proved amazing. That's been a great pickup for him. and have they picked up him and yeah, everything they've got. Churkin and Roy's back. They've already produced. Churkin produced right away. When he came back his first game, and so they picked up a couple big wins too. They did lose to that loss to Toronto. That was bad, especially that third period. Cardberry said he was basically like WTF was that. That was one of the worst periods we ever played so far this season, and that sparked a fire for the next two games. So they beat Colorado, they beat Vegas, and then just recently they beat Utah just last night. Yeah, and they're leading the league in goals forced with almost 4.5 goals a game.
Yep.
They're forced, and so they have a good like a plus 23 or something like that for the goal differential. Yeah, everything's clicking. Power play has been a little bit better too. Obi's gotten a couple power play goals. McMichael's gotten a power play goal, so everything's going good. Power play, penalty kill, it's all going good. And with Lars Eller, face-offs are gonna get better.
Yep. So yeah, Washington looking really hot.
Fantastic.
And it's funny because like even Carolina Hurricanes, same division, are so hot now too.
This division's hot.
Yeah.
Top 4 teams are hot. Even though New Jersey is like we were talking about how they have more games, and but you look.
Yeah, that Carolina's looking good. Devils looking good. Again, Rangers looking good. It's kind of funny. Like I think beginning of the season, I said, and for the Atlantic, yeah, don't be surprised if like 4 teams come out of here for the playoffs. And honestly, it's so far it's switched on me. I can see only 3 out of the Atlantic going somewhere, making the playoffs, while these guys that I just named with the Rangers, Devils, Hurricanes, and Caps, I think all of them can make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. What the heck is Carolina? Where does Carolina find these like nobodies who just starts to put up points? You know what I mean? Like
coaching.
It's got something because like you got guys like I've never heard of. They just come in and like they're 30, 35, 25 point guys, and it's just like what the heck is going on? Because they ship off. They're just so good. I don't know. They have depth.
Yeah.
Of guys you've never heard of, and you're just like I don't understand it. What the heck's going on? But then you have Nikas and Nikas and a couple other guys. Like Nikas is already at 31 points. He's having a ridiculous season so far this year. And who else is the other one? There's one other guy. Oh, Nikas he's Nikas. Aho's having good. Shmechkov. Yeah, Nikas is at 30 points, 19 assists, and 11 goals. Like he's having an all-star season so far this year. And that's just and Martinuk, that was the other one. Martinuk, I guess he's got 11, but he's got 6 goals on the year. So they've got multiple guys in the over 5, 6 goals.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
never
looking
heard
good.
of.
Honestly, the top 4 are looking good, and the bottom 4 are just kind of sitting around. There's a big gap between the 4th with the Rangers at 23 points and the Islanders at 18. You got Islanders, Philly, and Pittsburgh all at 18 with Columbus at 16. And to me, I don't know. One of these teams on the top 4 is going to have to get
bumped.
Yeah, and I don't see it. I really don't. I think
right?
like Pittsburgh, unless Pittsburgh, again, that's a team that can maybe make some moves, but it's getting a little bit too late almost. I know we're only like a few weeks in again, but
yeah.
But again, like all these games matter. Pittsburgh's actually at 21 games. They have less than 60 games left. So it's like you gotta start making some moves. If you threatened it out there, anyone's free to go except for
no, and nothing's happened.
And nothing's happened. Then what was that about? Was that just a scare tactic to?
Also Wolf with Calgary. I mean, he's a damn good goalie.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to see a goalie win the Calder because I think the last time that's happened has been I don't even know how long it's been. It's been forever. And so it'd be nice to see that happen. But maybe one day that's what we should do. One of these weeks is look at the rookies so far and see how they're doing. Because
I know I saw some stuff out there.
Yeah, it's like Stankoven, Mitchkov, Hudson, Wolf, and one other. I can't remember who it is for the rookie race for the top 5.
Yeah, we'll have to do that like towards Christmas or something, just so I want to see if.
Well, can Lane Hudson score a goal yet? He hasn't scored a goal yet.
I want to see if Lane can maybe get up on, or not Lane. Mac, if Mac can get up on that list and try to.
I think Celebrini was at the bottom. Actually, I think he was at the bottom because he hasn't done too bad.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I would like to see him with more games to see if he kind of can make that top 3.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's looking like Stan Cohen's probably going to take it just the way. But I mean, he also played with Dallas in the playoffs last year, and he had a good playoffs. So that's good experience, I would say. Maybe only the best experience you get.
Forgot about that thing over there. That heater.
Oh yeah.
Turn that thing
Got the
on.
same exact one at home.
I mean, whatever. Shut off. Anyways, okay. Let's get to the beer league clip of the week.
See it. I'm looking at.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Nope. Ooh, we got a Jets.
Yeah, we are in Winnipeg. Apparently, at the Jets. I don't know, practice facility. Yeah. So in this video, I can't tell, but usually in like men's league, we don't wear shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I never do. So it's like you never.
And that's it, right? It's just the shoulder pads. You wear your elbows.
You wear everything else except for like because you know you're not really gonna get hit.
Yeah, but if you fall, you definitely wanna.
Yeah, you definitely want your elbow pads. So in this video, I think the guy gets hit. You'll see the hit.
Mm-hmm.
I think he doesn't wear shoulder pads because my gosh, this guy seems like he's dead. So here comes the clip. And this again, you don't do this. You just don't do it. The guy, you play like girls' league pretty much. You don't body contact.
No checking.
Dude. So here you go. Check this bad boy out.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That dude just full on body checked him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And the guy's just down.
Yeah, what the heck is that, dude? You do not. I don't. I mean, unless they have a contact league for men's league.
They don't.
I didn't think they did. No.
Because here's the reason. So right here, his first guy right there, this guy right here. If you watch him, I'll go back just a tad. If you watch him again, okay, you see him back off.
Yeah.
He stops. He doesn't keep going. The guy backs off.
Straight up looking for the body.
Yeah.
Too,
this guy goes.
You can see he's already leaning.
Yeah, he's already
looking
going.
right at him. He's leaning.
And it's just boom.
Yeah.
Like
what the.
You're not going for a pin or anything or trying to stop him. You went for a straight hit.
Oh my god. That's a cross check to the mouth.
Like.
That's messed up.
Look, he's the smallest guy out there. Too.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
The smallest guy.
Really
oh my gosh, I just realized that. That makes it even worse for this guy in the blue or whatever.
They're both the same height. I think the guy in blue is smaller.
Yeah, this guy's definitely smaller. He's like, I didn't mean. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like there was no intent to not play the puck. Like there was no intent to just play the puck. Like it was all body that he was like looking for.
So again, you don't do that.
Jesus,
man.
That dude rocked him.
You don't do it. Again, one more time. But you just don't do this.
And like half the time you don't even have face shield. You don't got nothing. You just got your helmet on.
Like these guys don't seem like this is a lower league. You can just tell.
Yeah, you can tell their skill set ain't
like I don't know what it's like up in Canada, but like this guy, the guy that like doesn't even poke check or anything, like whoop, yeah, there you go. Like just look at him, like
damn, that's crazy.
This is a lower league. You don't do that. You just don't. And yeah, just stupid for the girlfriends up here, man.
Yeah,
get on
for the wives and the girlfriends. We're sorry.
Yeah, just good hit. I will say good hit, but don't be doing this in men's league. Come on, just how about we just grow up?
It's dirty.
So
that's super dirty.
Again, don't body check somebody. Just be smart at men's league, guys.
Yeah, you're there to just have fun, all right? Just have fun by not doing that.
That's episode 10, boys and girls. I am tired.
Are we can do one for Thanksgiving next week? I guess it is Tuesday, so it don't really matter. Yeah, I should be all right. I might be a little tired because I got 12s next week. But no, when I get off Tuesday morning, I don't have to work the rest of the week.
Okay.
So
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be back again next Tuesday. Again, I had to stay up and listen to level 3 coaching clinic.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I am beat. I'm so tired. So, but anyways, yeah, episode 11 will be out next week Thursday, talking about Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving is a good time to really look at teams and how they are, because you're gonna be 25 games in.
Yeah, about 20.
You're a quarter in, so I mean, that's a good evaluation period to really see how the teams are really gonna stack up the rest of the season.
Yep, and then hopefully after Thanksgiving we can get another guest on.
Uh,
A guy that a guy that I love to listen to or watch or I guess watch. We got a podcast for the LA Kings, and so hopefully we can get him on. He's kind of, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he said that if he need any help with anything, he would give us a hand. So hopefully I can get him to get on here with us for the